friends, I'm back, and today's video is going to be a few fun facts about last year's VCN and a couple reasons you should get involved in this year's VCN. So, fun fact number one. This is actually going to be our 12th VCN coming 2019. It's actually going to be CSU San Marcos's first one, and it's going to be our third annual one. So a lot of you might not know, but we do have 12 overall, but we did take a break for about a decade. 2 years ago, directed by Tammy Pham and Blue Nguyen, they directed Rebirth, which is kind of funny because it's like, oh, like the rebirth of the VCN for SCSU VSA, and it was kind of a spin-off themed around Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it was really cool, and I got to just watch that one as someone from the audience, and I just thought that it was really interesting because I've always watched the Filipino culture nights, and seeing the Vietnamese culture night was really cool and interesting to me. And it was also when Timothy Pham, our modern director, and Tony Liu, our cultural director for VCN, were interns. So it's cool to see how far they've come since then. Fun fact number two. Last year's VCN was directed by Blue, and he's a really cool person. If you haven't met him yet, definitely try to. Sometimes he'll come out to our GBM still. He really likes bio and Friends, like the show, and musicals, and spiders, but don't let that scare you. And he was the director last year. The show was A Father's Shadow, and it was about two pairs of a son and a father and the bond that they had and the struggles that they went through. And I had the opportunity to be heavily involved in the process last year, which is a big reason that I was like confident in doing the position this year, and it was a lot of fun. So definitely check it out. I believe it's on like the YouTube channel, and you can see a lot of the performances and parts of the play. Fun fact number three. Last year, for Blues VCN, I actually got to be lead actress, participate in the traditional couples dance with Tony Liu, and I also emceed, and then I sang at the end with the rest of the cast. And that sounds like a lot, but it was honestly like a lot of fun. I got to bond with a lot of people, with a lot of last year's cab as well, and it was just so much of like getting to experience different things. Like, I've never acted in front of people before, I never sang in front of people before. I was really excited to MC, even though the MC portion is a little bit smaller compared to Film Fest. And it was just a lot of fun to also do the dance because I've never danced in front of everyone before. So regardless of how much experience you have or how confident you may feel at first, going through all those practices and just being able to do it with all your friends is a really big reason that I think that anyone can do VCN. Fun fact number four. Last year we had a lot of performances. So other than just the play, we had a lot of traditional performances. We had traditional girls doing a fan dance, the traditional couples, and we also had, of course, VSA Modern perform, and we also had a couple piano performances from a couple of our members. And what I think is really cool about VCN and culture nights in general is that there are so many forms of arts that you could do to participate. I've seen other schools do spoken word or have people sing, and so whatever you'd like to do, there is something for you. And lastly, fun fact number five, you should join. So when I get back in the spring, we're gonna start having like auditions and all the practices. So you wanna try and get a lot of information about what's coming up and what you could join next week. The video will be about like the committees that you can join, but if you have any interest at all or any questions at all, definitely talk to me or any of the other committee members about things that you might have ideas for, or questions you may have about how to get started, if you could do behind the scenes work, because there's a lot of behind the scenes work. So any way you want to participate, you would be able to, and I really hope to see each and every one of you participate when I come back in the spring. Also, all I want for Christmas is for everyone to pre-order Portos by December 3rd, 11:59 p.m. tinyurl.com/VCN Portos. 1 for $150 or 6 for $6, no mix and matching, so you can't have 3 for $3 or three and three of each and then have it be $6. We're not doing that. It's only 6 for $6 for if you want potato balls or cheese rolls. Please pre-order if you've never had Portos before. Now's your chance. It's so yummy, and it's only in LA, but I'm gonna bring it to you. It'll still be warm probably, so definitely order while you can. And that's it for this video. Here's my roommate. Oh.